is Bloodborne 2. This is a title, guys, I've wanted to see come out at some point or another, and there was rumors and rumbling, speculation that this game was being worked on back in 2019. Obviously, we have heard nothing of the sorts at this point in time, so I want to talk about where is Bloodborne 2, guys? Is this a title that we could be seeing in the foreseeable future, or is this one that's going to stay in a limbo state or a state of no return? Let's talk about it. Coming to us, guys, from the Nielsen report, every gamer who's played this incredible game has many questions haunting them. What's making them even more worried is because it's been 6 years since the original game was released, and fans of the game have been starving for new content. Bloodborne is an action RPG developed by From Software and published by Sony Computer Entertainment, launched in 2015. The game centers on the partaker's character, Hunter, over the decrepit, gothic, heavily inspired from the Victorian period, particularly the city of Yarman, whose citizens are plagued with a blood-borne illness. To uncover the truth behind the source of the illness, the partaker's character unfolds the city's enigmas while battling creatures and celestial beings. So, obviously, guys, this is the big one. When is this a title that could come out? And really quick, Bloodborne, guys, what a special title overall. I mean, it was really a pleasant surprise to me. Was one that I was a little bit skeptical about, but I love horror movies and horror games, guys, so it was one that I wanted to try out because it looked like it had some, like, medieval, but also some horror elements to it. And I gotta tell you, I absolutely love this title. Currently, there is no official release date, although the Part 2 of Bloodborne was expected to be developed back in 2019. Unfortunately, things couldn't go according to plan as the pandemic got in the way, and thus the game had to be delayed. According to reports, an announcement from the game developers was expected in 2021, but so far, obviously, guys, that didn't happen. And is it something we could see this year in 2022? We'll have to kind of wait and see. From Software usually follows a year-long launch cycle, and this applies to Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 3, but the studio mainly singles out its big releases by a gap of 3 years at the most. If From Software follows the schedule strictly, and Bloodborne 2 occurs to be the next project to work on, the game's air date will fall sometime in 2025 or maybe even before that. I would say, guys, if From Software's next title is indeed Bloodborne 2, then 2025 actually may be a reasonable time to think that it could come out, because obviously they're working on Elden Ring, and so if they're working on Elden Ring right now, in another number of years, like a few years, we could very well see Bloodborne 2. So is this a title that is going to happen, guys? Well, Bloodborne is a much anticipated sequel to the original RPG, and it's definitely happening. In a statement, Hideaki Miyazaki, president of From Software, the man himself, dropped hints about its launch. So he said, okay, yes, actually, this is exactly the conversation that my team and I had. It's the kind of conversation we keep during the development because there are Easter eggs. However, the Easter egg in itself is not indicative that we are going to launch Bloodborne 2. I'm not in a position to talk about a possible release of Bloodborne 2. However, we love Bloodborne. That's why this Easter egg has aroused so much curiosity. But I repeat, it's not a Bloodborne 2 notice. It's just something that we explored among ourselves because we love Bloodborne. So that tells you that they're obviously not working on a Bloodborne 2 right at this moment, guys. However, could they be in the very early stages of, the talks of a Bloodborne 2? Or obviously Bloodborne 2 is in their minds and they're speaking about it. So it's definitely something that they're thinking about. Could this be behind closed doors, something that they're talking about and starting to bring up initial concepts for? I think that's something that could be very well happening, guys, without a doubt. So obviously, guys, look, at the end of the day, this is a title that has not been announced yet. Obviously, there's been rumblings and speculation and a lot of hope that we will get a Bloodborne 2, but it's not confirmed yet, guys. But I'll be sure to keep you guys all up to speed as more information comes out. What do you guys think, though? Do you think we're going to get a Bloodborne 2, or do you think this is a title that's going to stay in a limbo state or a state of no return? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. And for more Bloodborne 2 content and videos, stay here with Zero TV.